Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to take a look at the trailer for the Postcard Killings. The Postcard Killings. Starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's a thriller. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Wokistan, a novel, and the Pineys books 1, 2, and 3. Available at Amazon.com in ebook, trade paperback. Kindle Unlimited is free if you're in Kindle Unlimited. Audiobooks coming soon. If you want to support the channel, that's the best way. Also, go to the Webcomic Factory for free. Check out the webcomicfactory.com. All the free webcomics celebrating 10 years. And, of course, I'm going to be at Nerdfest on February 23rd, this Sunday from 10 to 4 at the Swedesboro Holiday Inn. Hope to see you there. Okay, so let's check out the Postcard Killings. Ooh, very loud.
Their blood was completely drained.
Ooh.
The male victim's eyes were held open with pins.
Ew.
The female victim was in his arms.
Ooh.
Someone mutilated our daughter. Find him.
Postcard turned up at a newspaper in Paris, and in Hamburg, and in Budapest.
He announces his arrival in the city with a postcard. Why do you think he posed him? He was saying something.
This one, Rodin's The Kiss, Dante and Virgil in Hell.
Saturn devouring his son.
They've discovered a fifth couple.
Ooh.
The murders were exact and purposeful.
There's a pattern. You've got exactly 4 days to prevent.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, as far as serial killer movies go, you know, it's got that element of art to it, like, what's the name? Hannibal Lecter. But, you know, again, I often find these movies, you know, I do love Silence of the Lambs. It's a really good movie, but, you know, the idea that there's so many of these guys running around getting away with it for years and years and years. You know, a lot of these guys, they target people who no one misses. You know, it's like the Green River Killer. He strangled prostitutes. You know, those, illegal prostitutes, they're transient. No one can keep track of them. They live off the grid half the time. You know, and they die. You know, they die because of their horrible lifestyle. So it's you know, it looks like a slick movie, though. I will say, I'm not totally against it, but you know, I have kind of a high bar for these movies because there's been so many of them.
And a murder. I will find the answers myself.
I don't recommend you do that.
You had your chance.
Okay, that's a bit of a different element, that this guy is going to find the killer himself, probably because he, you know, his daughter or whatever was killed. I'm not sure his relationship to, I guess it was his daughter.
Out for 30 years.
This killer's brand of murder is very specific. Extremely hard to profile.
Monsters will remain monsters. No matter what you try to do to tame them.
It all makes horrible, twisted sense. Love, pain, death. They're not finished yet.
Art is a wound turned into light.
Okay. I wonder if this is based after a real life serial killer, or probably based after a novel. Let's see if the credits. Yep, based on the Postcard Killers by James Patterson and Lisa Markland. Screenplay by Andrew Stern and Ellen Brown Furman. From the screenplay by Lisa Markland and Tove Asterall. Directed by Danis Tanovic. So there's a lot of names I don't know. James Patterson sounds really familiar, though. I think I know that name. I think I've heard that name before. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he looks very familiar. Don't remember him specifically from anything. But Jannsen, I remember. I cannot pronounce that. I never can pronounce that. Famke? Famke Jannsen. She, I remember, because she is Phoenix, the original Phoenix from the X-Men movies. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. It looks solid. Is it good? It's hard to say. You know, again, there's a high bar for these movies, but I like the idea of this guy sort of taking the law into his own hands. Maybe he's also a cop too. I don't know. It's kind of better if he isn't, because maybe he kind of doesn't know what he's doing and then gets in over his head. You know, when cops get in over his head, it's kind of a harder sell because, you know, they're trained. They shouldn't be that stupid, right? If you're hunting criminals, you shouldn't like waltz into the guy's house and then, you know, have the guy hunt you down in his basement. You know, like in, you know, Silence of the Lambs, they had a good explanation. You know, she was new and they thought they had already caught Buffalo Bill. So, but, you know, a guy like this, a guy who maybe doesn't have really a lot of expertise, to me is a much better protagonist. He's motivated by the personal loss, and then he's just kind of uses wits, you know. That's why I love The Big Lebowski. You know, The Big Lebowski, it's like a detective movie, except Lebowski is the detective, but he's not a detective. He's just a stoner who happens to be kind of smart. So, anyhow, the Postcard Killings. I'd probably see it. I would definitely check it out on Netflix. Want to see another review of it, but looks good.